it's made in USA.
The US is by far the biggest supplier of arms to Israel. In August, Washington approved another $20 billion in weapons transfers to Tel Aviv, despite concerns that Israeli forces are routinely violating international law in Gaza and the occupied West Bank. Critics have called on the Biden administration to cut off weapons deliveries to Israel, alleging it is not only violating international law, but also US policy. Veterans for Peace is one of these groups we met at the US Capitol.
It is definitely a genocide that Israel is committing, and they could not possibly do it without US arms, and US law says that's illegal. And that's why we're visiting Congress members to urge them to take their responsibility seriously, to stop the arms transfers and stop the genocide.
I don't understand why the congressman would not call for just an investigation.
And it is deeply criminal and deeply immoral that our administration continues to send those weapons, and deeply immoral that Congress, too many of them, keep approving those sales of weapons to Israel. Congress, please investigate the laws and the laws that are being broken and the criminal behavior of our administration. They must not keep sending weapons to allow Israel to kill more Palestinians. It must stop.
Many NGOs in the United States have been calling for an end to US weapons deliveries to Israel. On September 3rd, 25 NGOs wrote to US President Biden expressing deep concern at continued US military assistance to the Israeli government and reiterating their demands for an immediate suspension of lethal US arms transfers to Israel in light of repeated apparent violations of international and US law and policy.
It's criminal, totally criminal. Of course, breaking many international laws. But sadly, a lot of our Congress members don't care much about international laws.